game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Bears. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 23 carries, 107 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Straight ahead, ETN. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Motion man left is Kirk. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now they go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete.
Sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Now a throw here, hold in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On second down, it's Malone. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. On third down, Malone. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
On first down, it's Malone. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On second down now, it's Malone. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just one.
18 Rattler. Go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First down, how to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now Howell. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return is Peterson. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Viking 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jordan Davis.
Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. How about this? Racing to the end zone. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Off the option, here's ETN.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
False start. Offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now it's Peterson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
65.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Malone. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Roll.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Malone. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to want. A full 3 yards on first down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Well, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
70 range. 19 Lions.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a 2nd and 6. Off play action. It's Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wagner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Wagner. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw again. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Got an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Howell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Howell throwing on third down here. And that will be incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap. And that's caught inside the 30. So we've reached the intermission and past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Wagner. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Wagner. He's got caught. Left sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. That's out quickly to Chenault. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Faking the handoff. Howell.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A great return there of 22 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just set up for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down. Wagner. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
In motion left goes a tight end. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on fourth. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down. Operating from the gun, Wagner. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This is 2nd and 8. Howell from the gun.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Howell down to throw it.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Bears on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here's Howell.
Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. And Howell will throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Barrett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Howell. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Howell out of the shotgun. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Back to throw. Howell. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now Howell. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just, oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Malone down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off play action. Wagner. Oh, and that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So now the Bears down by 16. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Howell to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Howell. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Looking to throw. Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another throw for Howell. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Second down, 8 yards to go. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. First down, Howell to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Second down, Howell now. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Howell looking to throw again. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.